Hi everybody, this is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts Facebook group. The Ko-fi shop is Sweet Pea Papers. You can get some journals there if you like. There's also some downloadable ebooks. There's one on junk journaling. You can also get the Junk to Gem book on Amazon, so be sure to check it out over there. I also have a couple of children's books over there if you have some little ones and they like little adventure books with a moral to the story. Be sure if you're watching this video in the first 7 days that is published that you click the hype button. It looks like a little shooting star, and of course be sure to like and comment and subscribe. And the one last thing is, this is the month of the Teeny Weeny Halloweeny celebration, and we just got through watching how to make the Teeny Weeny. This is the Raven Master, which is our full-size journal for the month. And what I wanted to tell you about is the giveaway. If you go to any of the 3 Facebook groups and post a Halloween pic of something that you've made, a tag or a journal or whatever, then you will get an entry into the drawing. The main Facebook group is Sweet Pea Papers, but you can post in the other 2. There's only one drawing. I'm going to be combining the entries from all 3 groups. And the first place prize is a journal, the second place prize is a grab bag, and the third place prize is a copy of Junk to Gem. It's a longer title, but Junk to Gem is basically what it's called and not the subtitle. Okay, so we're still on signature 1. This is only video 2, and we've gotten this much done so far. I did put a Velcro dot on there. Oops, I mean a hook and loop closure. It's not Velcro brand. So I did that. I haven't put the cards in yet. There's 2 cards that need to go in here. And we've done the flip up. I put the picture on upside down. I'm going to have to put another picture on here. Look what I did. Because I had it, I put it on before we put it on the flip up. Well, that'll teach me. It's way too late to take it off. Yeah. So I will cut another picture and put it over that and put it on the right way. That's too bad. That's a good picture for there. I'll just use this one instead. So make a note to myself. Another thing to do, I only have 1 gold paper clip left that perturbs me. Okay, so we're going to do 4 and 5 at least. I think we should be able to get them done. So we don't need the journal for that. So for page 4, we're going to do one of my favorite things, which is a pull-out page. Now, this is a horizontal image. So we're going to do a pull-out this way. Okay, with this image. Now, we're going to have to make it a little bit shorter. So, let's make it this tall. Won't have to cut very much off. And we're going to use the full 11 inches so we can ink it now. I love this image. I'm glad I thought of a way to use it. Normally I do pull downs, so this will be something different, except for, guess what? We're just going to turn it sideways and pretend like it's a pull down. And then we'll glue it the other way on the page. You'll be able to right on the back of this page and on the side of this page. I think what I'm gonna do is I have a Harlequin diamond stencil, and we've got a couple pages in here, the backing papers that are that Harlequin pattern. I think it would go good, and I probably should have thought of it before I folded it. I have done that side already. Okay, so what we need to do is make sure that when we glue it on here, okay, we need to, instead of just folding the page in half, right, we're going to fold the page so that she shows, and yet it's at least shorter than the page. Let's see if we can do it this way. You want to make sure it's straight. Okay, so let's fold it here. This isn't the normal way I do it, but I want to make sure that she shows. And then we'll take and we'll fold it here. We want to cover him, so we want to reveal him when we pull down or pull to the side. So let's do this here. And that gives us another fold underneath. You don't ink this. And then when you pull it out, it reveals the entire image. Okay? So that's how you do that. And that worked out a lot easier than I thought. So we're just going to glue it to the page. Just this end. And get my button folder. Now these will stay shut on their own, believe it or not. I'm not really sure why or how, but they do. See, they can, and by the time it's been in your book for a little while, it'll be completely flat. Or by the time I use the bone folder on all three folds. Okay, so we're going to glue this on here. You don't have to glue a lot of it, but you want to make sure that you've glued enough of it that when you pull on it, it's not going to come off the page. If and you know what I mean. The glue's not coming out very well on my little bead. It's dragging through the glue. Such is life. Okay. So we want to glue this on here, and I want to put it equal on the top and the bottom. So I'm going to pull it down just a little bit. That's why you can't do it that way. Is it going to stick out past the page? It is. Darn it. I wonder if I can fold it again. Sure I can. Again, fold it one more time here. how do I want to do it? I'm going to fold it like this. Oh, that's cool, because then we'll see the tower. Do we want to be safe? Oh, it's crooked. Gosh darn it. Oh, it's not. Okay. I want to turn it back this way because I want to see this bookshelf. Let's make sure it's straight. Pull it down. Fold it right there. Okay. So we made a double fold, or maybe even a triple fold. Let's get our bone folder back out. Now I'm not sure with this double how flat it's going to lie, but it should. Then what we'll do is we'll put a pull tab on it. Why don't we do that? Well, I can't believe I fixed that. Fix that faux pas. Okay. And then we pull it out. Awesome. I love it. See how it's going to stick out? Do we have enough room to stick a magnet on there? No. We have enough room to stick a magnet on here, but will it hold it for two? No. See, that extra one is small, so it sticks up. But it just sticks up like an accordion. So while once it's in the book and squished for a while, it should flatten out. So I've had the ones with just two kind of stick out a little bit, and then they go flat. Once you bone folder everything. Do that one more time. Okay, so that should be it. And then we glue it in the book. On page 4. That's cool. It's even cooler than the original way I was going to do it, I think. Let's open up page 4 so we can put it in there. Could get 6 done too. That would be great. 3 pages, 3 pages. That would be 6 pages. Not 6 out of 8. In 2 videos. That would be 3 videos per signature, which is too many. I have a feeling I'm going to be making the 3rd signature off camera. We only have, I believe, 9 videos. We have to have a video for a flip through. Then we need 8 videos because we have to have a video for the cover. Okay? So whatever we can get done in 8 videos is what we're going to do on camera. Teeny Weeny took a little bit longer. Teeny Weeny bit longer. Okay. Now this is your center spread for this signature. So we're going to do a flip open on this side. Give us something to do, something physical to do in the center. Oh, wait, I'll put the little pull tab on this. I don't think we'll need it. If it's going to be similar to this, then you know, if it's going to kind of stick up a little bit, then we won't need a pull tab and cover up our bookshelf. Because I'd rather not. I do have some small ones, but yeah. Let me show you what I did real quick. This is coffee dyed paper. Then I sprayed it with alcohol ink spray that I made, which is like 85% alcohol, and then a little bit of jet black ink, alcohol ink, and then I sprayed it on the coffee dyed paper, and I think it turned out pretty cool. I think it'll go good with our journal. So I started with coffee dyed paper, not white, because otherwise the background where the spray is not would have been white. You don't want that. So we'll use that for our center. I'll have to make some more after we make our notebook. We're going to make a notebook in this section too. So page 5. Is our fold out. I'm going to use a pocket. Oh, look, paper clips back in my little bucket. I've got another thing that's got the rest of the paper clips in it. You know, they come in a little round container with a lid. And I'll be darned if I can find it. I have a feeling I put it in a drawer for some silly reason instead of my office supply cabinet. Hey, get in there. Let's leave that on there for right now. You have to get out a piece of black paper. Okay. And is that 2? No. And we're going to make a flip on the left side so that it opens towards the center of the book, journal, whichever you want to call it. See, that'll flatten out. I'm sorry, my phone's right here because I'm waiting on a message. Yeah. I'm going to put you guys on pause. That's the phone call I was expecting, and then we will come back and finish. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. That was an important call, and I may have another one. They may call me back again. But we're working on page 5, and we need to make our flip out. Let's put this away for right now. And you'll notice just from being closed, it's flatter already. It's going to stick up some because of the double fold. You know what I mean? But I just realized that there's a bookshelf and a bookshelf. Isn't that cool? I just noticed it. Okay. So let's make the flip out for this. Another paper clip for the bin. I'm going to turn it this way, and we can't just cut it in half because we need a little bit more. We need some for the flap to fold under. Okay. And then go to here, not quite to the edge. We need a way to open it. Okay. If we make it even, then you won't be able to see where to open it. And then remember, our paper will start back in there somewhere. Okay, so we're going to cut the paper right there. And this is a little taller, so we're going to have to cut the length as well. Let's put this on here. Okay, we're going to have a border around like that. We're going to have a little border at the bottom, so we're going to have to cut about that much off the bottom. So of course we're going to cut this one first, give us our big scrap. A little less than half. My trimmer's right on the edge of the table. And when I trim a bigger paper like that, I have to catch it before it falls on the floor. It's like a little game to see if I can do it. Okay, let's make sure that we don't, it's still bigger than the page. Oh, of course it is, because no, we need it shorter than the page, and then so we need it this long. What was I thinking? I was making it longer when we needed to make it even. Had that my trimmer pushed right up against my CD covers, and they were pushing my paper crooked because they were pushed up. I was like, what is going on? Okay, now let's see if we got it. All right, that'll work. Okay, so now let's score this. Let's see where we want to score it. We want it to come to about here. So we want to score it about there. Get a hold of my scoreboard. I kept grabbing at it. Okay, we want to score it on that line. When I score it. It's 65-pound cardstock. That's why I score it so much. Don't score it that much if you're using lighter paper, 32-pound or something. You'll tear your paper. Okay, and this is my flip up front. So now I need to make this fit. And I don't want to cut into this, so we're going to take whatever we need off of this side, okay? And we need to make it shorter, so we're going to take that off the top. So we've got our little border. Got our score line. Okay, so we want to cut this off short enough to have a border, which is going to be here. And we want it wide enough to have a border. That's going to be about there. So let's cut this up. Not going to be so bad. Just cut a little bit of that brown off. That'll be all right. All right, that'll work. At least we don't have to worry about me putting it on upside down, huh? My phone's nice and loud because I like to be inconsiderate like that. No, I don't. You know, it only took us 17 minutes to make that other page. Pretty wild. Okay. Now we're going to need a magnet on this side. Let's not forget. Let's go ahead and put it on now while I'm thinking about it. I'm putting it far enough back from the edge where the paper's going to be that we don't have a wrinkle in the paper, you know, along the edge. Okay. What happened there? Something happened to my zigzag. We want to put it right side up. Okay. You could have cut it a little bit narrower, but I like that a lot. Okay, this is going to be the back. We're going to make sure this stays in the center by cutting a little off each side. Let's flatten that back out. I'm going to put this in the center. And then remember, you've got the little black border. So let's cut this much off this side. And this much off this side. That should be about right. Looks like we're still going to have some of the fancy border. Doesn't look quite even. That looks more even. Let's see if we've got the width right. Yeah, that looks okay. I adjusted it. I eyeballed it and adjusted it because it looked like it was going to be not even, like more on this side cut off than this side. Now I have a little bit more on this side than I do that side, but we still have this whole part intact. We're going to be cutting it off on the bottom. What is up with that? Did I cut that crooked? I'm going to put it on here straight. And then we'll cover the crooked with some black ribbon. Wow, I really did cut that crooked. Holy cow. All right. Get it about here. Looks like we're going to keep that blue on the bottom too. And I've got this black ribbon that I'm going to put on the front of the signature. I'm going to try to use it throughout. I have this black that looks like a vine, and I thought that would be kind of neat, but I haven't really seen a spot. I don't know. Gonna have to look around. I really do want to use it. Look at that. Look how crooked that is. There, turn the volume down. Why didn't I do that before? Because I never do. At least the crooked side is the outside and we can cover it. Yeah, look how much. 1/8 of an inch. That was weird. Okay, that's a bit much. I moved it. It looks like a bunch of people are gonna... You know how I could fix this? I could have made the whole thing shorter. That's just annoying. I turn the volume off. Now watch, it'll ding because it's Facebook. It's Messenger. And I'll bet it's not controlled by that volume. Okay, so now let's put our black ribbon on. I can't believe I cut that so crooked. Right. I'll fix that. Okay, and then we're going to put this pocket on. And I'm not going to use the gusset, because I don't want stuff falling out of there. What's the deal with my scissors? They're just kind of gunky in there. It looks like I need to clean them. Oh, don't tell me it's this thing. There we go. I have another pair, and the that little push part won't stay back. It keeps locking. Okay, we're going to put it right there in between those these little things that we had to cover up with the ribbon to cover up the fact it wasn't straight. I wonder if we should put the ribbon on the other side. What do you guys think? Ribbon on both sides? Ribbon on one side. Now let me put the pocket on. I can always come back and put ribbon on it. Most of the pages, if they're going to have ribbon, are not going to have it on both sides. So and then I'll come back and put a card in there. Okay, so with the pocket on, the ribbon on. Let's put it on the page. Page has been inked. Now this is a smidge shorter than the page. So we're going to put it like that. And it looks like there's still a little chunk down in there. Make sure we get that out. We're going to close it up, and then we have to put the magnet on the back of the paper. Wow, it looks really crooked. This keeps feeling like there's something. I don't know. Get our journal out. Get it glued in. I think we might be able to get the next page done. If not, once you see me do a little bit of it, then you'll know what to do. You know, I'm listening to a commercial for that Highlands leg cramp stuff. Apparently, 2 of my friends use that stuff and say it's like a miracle that it gets rid of their nighttime leg cramps immediately. So, I'm not a commercial for them, and I'm not sponsoring them or anything, and I'm definitely not a medical person. I'm just relaying the information that was given to me. One friend was using it. I saw her tell the other friend, and the next couple days later, my other friend said that her husband bought her some, and it worked really well. Well, that looks nice. I like that a lot. I do. I realize there's nothing on here but the picture, and I'm okay with that. And then it opens here to here with the pocket and then the writing area. Okay? That's what I'm feeling. There's something. What is the deal? Whenever this is open, well, that's the magnet. But there's something right there. I have no idea what it is. Okay. So the next page is nice and easy. I love this backing paper. And we're just going to put the 2 pockets on. So we should be able to handle that. I'm not going to use the gussets again. Oh, fire weather watch. That's what my Alexa just dinged for. I was like, what's going on? I thought maybe it was going to be a heat warning, but it's not very warm out. It's only 61 degrees. Maybe that says 67. It's clear across the room. I swear it looks like 61. It's got to be 67. I live in Washington, Seattle, Washington area. Very close to Seattle. 20 minutes away maybe. In traffic. Okay. I already did this front side. So we're just going to make these even, as my little eyeballs can do. And I don't really want to put that one like exactly down at the bottom. Let's see, there's a line of bricks right there, isn't there? Oh, the line's not even. Okay, so I'll go back down here. And then that will put this one about here. That's fine. Kind of using this brick line here. Come on. Okay, and then we'll go right here with this one, and then all we have to do is put the 2 tags in, which I've already inked. And I picked these 2 because they would have an image facing outward, when they were put in the pockets. Now, you don't want to put them in all the way or down all the way because you don't want them to stick in the glue. So let's pull this one out a little bit for now. Okay, and all we need to do is glue it in on page 6, and we've got page 6 done. And we've got approximately a 45-minute video. So there, 3 pages, 45 minutes. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I think I can. I think I can. It might be 50 minutes. I don't know. I reset the timer because it ran out. I forgot to turn the timer off and the buzzer went off while I was on my phone call. That's always good, right? Sorry, your time's up on your call. I set my I set my timer. You're done. Okay, there we go. That looks good. I like that. I'm liking it. A little bit of shininess. Let's get that off. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. So we did this one, and this one, and amongst all the dings, I'm sorry, I did not realize it was going to keep going like that. Just waiting for one phone call, and apparently everyone and their brother has decided to message Messenger, and that's really rude of me, and I do apologize. Like I said, the volume's off. There's no volume on. So Messenger is just set to override everything, apparently. I had to learn how to do the settings in there, except for I just now got it to turn back on where it rings and it dings, because for some reason there was an update or something, and it quit doing it. It quit making all noises, except for phone calls. How annoying. All right, well, that's the end of this video. I'll see you in video 3, and we'll get going. We'll finish this and move on to starting the next signature. Okay? All right, I'll see you then.